They say a smile means happiness, that is the simplest sign of joy. But what if a smile is the last thing you ever wear? Every victim was found smiling, and the smile never belonged to them. Detective Aaron Blay had stood over corpses before, burned bodies, stabbed bodies twisted by rage and desperation. But nothing prepared him for this one. The abandoned apartment was silent, except for the hum of dying fluorescent lights. Each flicker made the shadows jump along the peeling walls. The man lay flat on his back, eyes wide, jaw stretched, smiling, not peacefully, not naturally. It looked forced, as if something inside him had pulled his mouth apart. Aaron crouched beside the body. No blood, no weapon, no broken skin, only faint bruising along the jawline, like the muscles had been strained beyond human limits. The victim's fingers were relaxed, palms open. No fear, no fight. That disturbed Aaron more than violence ever could. The apartment door showed no signs of forced entry. The windows were locked from the inside. The building superintendent swore no one had come or gone. Aaron stared at the smile again. It wasn't frozen. It wasn't stiff. It looked practiced. Detective Elena Cruz arrived minutes later. She took one look and whispered, "Jesus." Aaron didn't answer. He couldn't stop thinking the same thing. This wasn't murder. It was presentation. 2 days later, another call. An elderly woman in a rotting house at the edge of town. Same expression. Same stretched lips. Same wide, glassy eyes. The smile seemed even wider this time. A young guy was found sitting up in bed in a downtown hotel room. No noise, no witnesses, just silence. Then came the child. A playground at dawn. Frozen mid-laugh. On a swing, parents screamed. Officers vomited. Aaron stood motionless. Whatever was doing this, it didn't care about age. Elena pinned photos across the evidence board. Different locations, different ages, different lives. Only one thing connected them. Witnesses reported each victim had been smiling shortly before death, as if something had made them happy. Too happy. The press named it the Smiler. Social media exploded. Mind control, cult rituals, demonic possession. Aaron ignored it all but deep down. He felt watched. Autopsies revealed nothing toxic. No drugs, no poisons, no trauma, just strained facial muscles and heart failure, as if their bodies couldn't survive the smile. Elena suggested hypnosis. Aaron shook his head. Hypnosis doesn't kill people. But neither did smiles. And yet, alone in his office, Aaron studied crime scene photos. That's when he noticed it. Backgrounds, reflections, dark corners, shadows that didn't belong, figures just barely visible. Watching, Aaron rubbed his eyes. Sleep deprivation, stress, hallucinations. That had to be it. A man collapsed onto the platform. When medics turned him over, that smile, wider than any before. Commuters stood frozen, some crying, some staring, a few smiling faintly themselves. Aaron felt it then, a crawling sensation at the corners of his mouth. He clenched his jaw. This wasn't just killing, it was spreading. Aaron stopped sleeping. Every dream ended the same way. A room full of people, all smiling, all whispering his name. Mirrors became unbearable. Sometimes his reflection smiled a second too late. Sometimes it smiled first. "You need time off," Elena said. Aaron snapped back. "If I stop looking, it wins." He didn't know what it was, only that it was close. Anonymous envelopes arrived at the precinct. Inside riddles, poems about joy, about happiness. One line haunted Aaron. "A smile is the truest surrender." Each letter's handwriting changed slightly. Different pressure, different slant, as if written by many hands. Aaron staked out the apartment alone. 11:57 p.m. Lights flickered. Through the window, the man stood in the center of the room, smiling, eyes bulging. Aaron kicked the door in. The man collapsed instantly. Dead. No struggle. No killer. Only that smile. The smile came before death. Death was the result, not the goal. The letters led them there. A condemned structure outside the city. No power, no records, just silence. Inside mere hundreds of them. Every angle reflecting endless smiles. Faces Aaron recognized. Victims. Watching him from between the mirrors. A tall, thin silhouette. A faint grin carved into its face. Not human, not alive. They were unhappy, it whispered. I fixed that. Its voice echoed from every reflection. They smiled. They understood. Aaron felt his lips twitch. He fought it, clenched his fists. But the smile pulled harder, like hands inside his face. Elena tried to drag him away. The mirrors laughed. Aaron's jaw stretched. Tears streamed down his face, but he was smiling. In that moment, it felt good. Warm. Peaceful. He understood. Elena ran. The building went silent. The mirrors went dark. Aaron Blake was found hours later. Standing. Smiling. Eyes empty. Official cause. Unknown. The smiler was never caught. Weeks later. Downtown. Another victim. Smiling. Somewhere. In a mirror. Something smiled wider. If you see someone smiling for no reason, look away. Don't smile back. Because once it notices you, it never lets go. Every victim was found smiling. And someday, so will you. You.